Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SUGCON India 2019. Today we have with us a special guest, Mr. Rob Earlam, who is from Australia, who's a technical evangelist for Sitecore. So let's just talk to him about his experience with Sitecore and how he is enjoying this event. So welcome Rob. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So first of all, let me start on a lighter note. How has India been for you?
It's been great. I've got to say, you probably have the best kebabs in the world. They're fantastic.
That's kebab. So is there anything else you would like to have in India? Would you like to try?
The kebabs and the garlic butter naan. Fantastic. Yeah.
Garlic butter naan. That's what he loves. Great. We have a lot more than that. I'm sure you'll get to try a lot of it. Perfect. So Rob, tell us about your experience with Sitecore. So how many years it's been, and how has your journey been like?
Yeah, sure. So I'm from the UK originally, and I started working with Sitecore back in, I think it was about 2005. So it's about 14 years now I've been working with the product. A long time, pretty much straight out of uni started working with Sitecore. So I've seen a lot of changes with the product. It's come a long way since then. And I joined the company themselves about 4 years ago. Been working in a couple of different roles now. So it's been really nice to progress from working on the implementation side to actually come across the company and actually have an effect and try and drive the product forward. It's been great.
Perfect. The technical evangelist, that's an interesting role. So as a technical evangelist, what are your primary roles? I mean, how is your day is like?
So we're responsible basically for developer evangelism is one of the main things. Developer enablement, sorry. So we basically create content to help get all our developers at partners and customers up to speed on the products, how they can use them, best practice, and basically making sure that they can get the most out of the investment that the customer's made.
Okay, now coming to your session about which just concluded. So it was installed experience commerce. Now what? Tell us, what is it now?
Yeah, so when I was looking at it, I've been trying to think about this for a while, and I noticed we have a lot of content around how to install commerce, and then a lot of content around how to customize it. But we kind of missed the middle bit on like how you got basically you set up your solution and how you push that out to your different environments and monitoring. And yeah, there's basically a gap in the middle that I kind of wanted to cover. And yeah, basically focusing, as I said, on solution structure, and then also how to deploy that solution out to your different environments for people to access.
So what do you think will be the top 3 takeaways from your session today?
Oh, I think relying on your tooling is probably one of the key one, and that's going to make it a lot easier for you to work with what can be a complex solution because you're pushing out code to different deployment targets based out of one solution structure. I think, yeah, so relying on your tooling would probably be the first one. Being proactive with your monitoring would be the second. That's very important in modern day web technologies to make sure that you're ahead of the curve, making sure that all your users have a really engaging and experience with your site. And the third one's probably a giant picture of my colleague Jason dancing about on stage. Yeah.
I would love to see Jason dance as well. So coming to this event, do you think events like this are more helpful for your business? And when you get a developer community together, what are your thoughts on such events?
I think it's hugely important. Like, we've got a massive developer community here in India, and I've spoken to a lot of these guys before on various forums, on Slack and things like that, and it's great just to come and meet them in person, get a bit of face-to-face time with them. I ran a full day's commerce workshop yesterday, so we had about 40 local attendees who all showed up for that, and it's really nice just to get an engaging group of people together who are all passionate about the technology and get not only educate them about how it works, but also get their feedback that I can take back to the product team about any issues they're having and basically how the technology is used out in the field.
So coming to the Indian engineers and developers, do you think we are up to the game? Do you think we are, compared to the Australian engineers? What are your thoughts on the Indian engineers? Are they really good at what they do?
I certainly think so. I don't think it's fair to compare different markets at all, to be honest with you. I think, there's a variety of skilled developers across every nation that you go to. And the important thing for us basically is making sure that we have the content available to help not just beginner developers, but also your intermediate and advanced level ones, because we want to make sure everyone's basically getting to the top of the game as much as they can. Yeah.
And for the one last question for the benefit of the audience, so who for the people who are coming next year, why should they be here?
Oh, I think it's a fantastic opportunity. We have a lot of international speakers who've flown in from very long distances to come and speak. So it's a chance to really get to meet some pretty, as I say, some pretty influential external speakers, and also to network with a lot of the local partners as well. Meet a lot of their peers throughout the community. So I think if I was based in Bangalore, or I'm not sure which city it'll be in next year, but if I was based in India as a developer, I'd be making sure I was there next year for sure.
He is definitely going to make it next year. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rob Earlam, and it was a pleasure talking to you, Rob. Wish you a very happy, event, and hope you have a great time.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.